I am the rocket man they talk about. I jump from star to star, I'll walk it out.
How are you fine gentlemen doing today? I'm your host, Shibby2142. I'm bringing you some Pyro and then some DEMOMAN gameplay. This is on King of the Hill Lakeside Final. And especially in the DEMOMAN gameplay, I started as Pyro, but he or she, not really sure the gender of the Pyro class yet, was not getting it done. So then I went DEMOMAN. It was just an awesome overtime finish. My loadout for Pyro right now is the back burner. Yes, I should be using the degreaser, but I would not take advantage of the 65% faster weapon switch. Plus I enjoy, with the back burner, the critical hits when attacking from behind, the 10% more damage done, and the more afterburn, while the degreaser has minus 25% less afterburn damage. So I feel like how I play Pyro, the back burner is the better choice. Another reason for using the back burner is I'm not good enough yet when using the air blast to really take advantage of what the degreaser has to offer. For my secondary right now, I'm using the flare gun. I have not had a chance to get my hands on detonator yet. For melee, I'm using the extinguisher just because I feel like it's the best Pyro melee weapon for how I play. You light a guy on fire, and then if you have a chance you can melee him, which is pretty much always a guaranteed kill. Instead of using the air blast to reflect rockets, I've been using it, when needed, to disorientate my enemy by puffing him up in the air. And it seems like if he's a sniper or another class, he has a hard time getting his next shot on me because he's been disoriented. So I feel like that works in my favor, and so far so good. So this round comes to an end, and I end up doing more damage than I ever have before as Pyro. So that was kind of a good feeling inside that, nice, Shibby, you did something good. You played Pyro and it went well. So as you're typing out your comment right now, let me stop you for a second because I know you're saying, trollololololol, Shibs. Shibs. I'm a way better Pyro than you. Once again, as I've said in my idle video, perfect. I'm happy for you. I don't play Pyro that often. I consider myself a bad Pyro. And it's just entertaining sometimes and amusing to play as him or her. Still not really sure on the gender. But Shibby, you're listening to Shibby2142, Smooth Jazz Radio. Nothing but the crits, so sit back, grab a back scratcher, and relax. The viewer question of the video comes from Blowtorch Cinema 33 seconds ago, so I was right on this. Shibby, you scared of the spiders? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I kinda am. Not really just like big ones. I've held tarantulas before and all that stuff, and they're totally cool, but the more smaller ones are the ones that kind of freak me out. The ones that could be like crawling on your leg when you sleep and give you like a spider bite. Or I've also heard, but after further research of my own, I do not believe it's true, is that the myth is the average person eats, quote unquote, up to 4 spiders in their sleep during their lifetime. And I've heard that, oh, that's per year. But I don't know, we'll see, because spiders do like heat, and there is the off chance that one will crawl in your mouth and get stuck and you end up swallowing it. I don't know, so unless there's some kind of huge sample size, there's really no way of proving or disproving that. But I don't know, don't really believe it, but it is possible. So that kind of freaks me out, a little weirded out about that. So thank you for that interesting question, Mr. Blowtorch. Now, my Shibby's question to the viewer, that'd be you, is what is your favorite Team Fortress 2 class? If you could only pick one, maybe you could only play one for the rest of the game. As long as that would be, I do not know, but just kind of consider that. It's hypothetical, of course, and I'm awaiting your responses. As a side note, yesterday, I have a new tutorial and guide for you new free-to-play players. So if you really need help, the very basics, you know, trying to get your feet wet and try to figure out what Team Fortress 2 is all about, feel free to watch that. I will have an annotation right above where I'm saying this, so feel free to click that. It'll pop up a new window and you can just pause this video and watch that one or whatever. So, your choice. So, a side note to that side note, a little sideception, is that if you are, once again, new to the game, I suggest giving Pyro a try. He, she, gender confused, still fairly straightforward. It's really not extremely skill-based, just to get your feet wet. To become good, obviously you have to be good, just like any other class, of course. So I'd suggest Pyro, or like I said in the other video, Soldier. It's also very straightforward, so give it a try. And since I'm a mind reader, I already know that you submitted a comment. Oh my god, Shibby, tra-la-la-la-la-lol. Pyro is not a noob class. Now, did I say noob? No. I said it's easy to get your feet wet when you're starting. Once again, to become good, to become very skilled at the class, you have to play a lot, and you have to understand the mechanics. That is something a lot of people do not understand. And another thing I do not understand is when I have covered many questions and different things in a particular video, and then people will comment those exact questions, and it's like, dude, kind sir watching the video, I have covered that in my commentary probably twice, just because I'm so annoyed of getting the same questions every video. So, but Shibby! Alright, let's do a little transition here. From the start of this round, I was absolutely sucking, and I switched to DEMOMAN, my beloved Lock and Load, Splendid Screen, and Persian Persuader, which they nerfed with Valve and their infinite knowledge, of course, nerfed my baby. So I cried, I raged, and I wept, which also means crying, so I QQ'd there. You see what I did? I Q and then Q'd more. And basically what is going to happen here is the round is going to go into overtime. It's going to be a really close finish, which Star talked about in one of his videos, is that he enjoys when a round goes king of the hill to the wire. And I also enjoy it too because it's really interesting. And you kind of get a little adrenaline rush. It's like, oh man, here we go. You know, shit is going down. Something's going to happen. And it's better than just having one team just completely roll the other team, because that's not really any fun. Like, I don't understand spawn camping in Team Fortress 2. I mean, I've done it before, yeah, but it's not like you have persistent stats on every server you ever go on that you have a permanent KD ratio, something like Battlefield, so I don't know. And something you cannot do with the booties is going completely hammer on people with this loadout at range and up close. Once again, I do not like the booties. I'd rather just use some kind of sensitivity script, and oh well, I don't have my 200 health, big deal. So that's what I think about that, and I'm not really a big fan of the nerf where you could, what people call wave dash, is you charge and then you swing your sword and basically you'll get your charge right back because it's so fast. But now if you swing halfway through your charge, you lose all that charge. So I don't know, not really sure how much more I'm going to play this class now because they did that. And I mean, once again, I cried, I QQ'd. Are the booties going to help you kill people at range while capping the point? Nope. So that's why I don't use them, because once again, I think they are not worth the slot they take up. If you think they are, that is great. I'm happy for you. That's perfect. And there's just going to be a whole lot of killing, which the booties, they don't provide you that kind of killing power. As I typically say, I am Shibby2142. No, I will not teach you how to quintuple triple backflip chocolate sauce up into the 2-fort skybox, but I will try and entertain you with some random thoughts of mine and some Team Fortress 2 gameplay as per usual. Also, as I usually say, if you're watching videos on YouTube to try to get pro-lol, that's not how it works. You need to actually play the game to get better. So feel free to do that. I do have a server, and I do some fun events on that. The IP is in the video description. The video is described for a reason. A lot of people don't know that, but yeah, a lot of information is down there that is relevant.
I am the rocket man they talk about. I jump from star to star, I'll walk it out.